Hey everyone, welcome to Old Iron Garage. Thank you for tuning in. This is just going to be a real brief update on the results from cleaning the carburetor for my Bolens QT17 that you see right here. I'm just going to show you how it came out from letting it soak for nearly 2 days in that gallon of Berryman's Chem Dip, which is something I've never done. I've never let it soak, a carburetor soak that far or that long before in Berryman's Chem Dip. So that was interesting to see the results. Anyways, so yeah, let's get you guys pointed down here, and I'm just not gonna reassemble today. I'm waiting on the carb kit to come in the mail. Again, this here is what it was soaking in. Berryman's Chem Dip. Good stuff, guys. I mean, that and maybe an ultrasonic cleaner, and then some carb cleaner, you know, basic stuff. That's really all you need. So yeah, look at that, guys. Nice and bright, clean metal, so clean. I just wish I could have got the needle seat and this jet out of here, but couldn't get them out. I mean, this thing is clean, guys. Now I already after taking them out of the Berryman's Chem Dip and cleaning them up some out here, I already took them in and gave them a hot soap water bath, which is necessary after being in the Berryman's Chem Dip. Otherwise they will dry with a stickiness to them that carb cleaner, you know, nothing else really takes it off. It's pretty much got to be hot dish soap water. Like, I use Dawn dish soap and it works fantastic. So here's that 90-degree elbow that goes up to the air filter housing. Look at that, guys. Wow. And I am not sponsored by Berryman's or anything. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I have zero sponsorships. I'm just letting you guys know what stuff works. Wow, look at that. Berryman's Chem Dip and some super fine steel wool did a fantastic job on that. Same thing with the float. And there is no water Berryman's Chem Dip, nothing in that float. That thing is still sealed. There's no pinholes in it because it didn't get any fluid in it. Now, I know I've mentioned that before about it, shaking it and listening to see if there's any fluid in there. For anyone who may be watching that doesn't understand the significance of that, so the float goes on the bottom of the carburetor, like here, right? There's a point here that this little hinge pin goes through to hold it to the bottom of the carburetor. And then this fuel bowl mounts up over it. This is inside the fuel bowl. Not exactly like that, but yeah, it's inside the fuel bowl. And how this works is this little needle sets, I'll drop it right here on this little tab, if you can see. Anyway, and the level of the fuel in the carburetor will make the float either sag down and that needle will drop down and let more fuel in, or when there's enough fuel in there, the float will float up, push that needle up against the needle seat, and it'll shut off fuel flow into the fuel bowl. So that setup meters the amount of fuel that goes into the fuel bowl. Without that, if that was just open and could open slowly, it would get too much gas in there. It would start flowing into here, the bore of the carburetor, and you'd get too much going in to the engine. You'd get it coming out the air filter. You know, it just and your fuel tank will just drain. You'll lose all your fuel if the fuel tank is above the level of the carburetor, that is. Yeah, so anyways, all these parts and pieces came nice and clean. You're not going to be able to see it with this camera, unfortunately. This camera just doesn't focus as well as it used to. I don't know why. It's just my phone, guys. I do everything on my YouTube channel from my phone. I don't have a laptop or anything. I don't even have like Wi-Fi at home. I live a very simple life. So I literally do everything from my phone. So anyways, yeah, that's why some of my videos are not the greatest quality. But anyway, so in this needle, there is 4 tiny holes here, 4 tiny holes here, and 2 tiny holes here. Very critical that all those holes are clear and fuel can flow through them properly. So to check that, I mean, you can clean them with a little, like a little jet cleaning tool. That's the right size, but to check them, you want to put the straw on your carb cleaner directly over that hole, centered around that hole, and spray carb cleaner through it and watch to make sure it comes out the other hole. So you want to do that with every single one of these little holes. So anyways, and then all the rest of the little parts came out nice and clean. It's all came out nice and perfect, guys. All right, well, that's it, folks. That's all I have for you today. Just a brief update. Thank you for tuning in to Old Iron Garage. And also, don't forget to share me with your like-minded friends. If you have friends that enjoy this kind of stuff, please share my YouTube channel with them. And, you know, if you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. I hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one.